Hello, everybody. This is an update from Jaw, aka Jenn. Today is May 13th, 2025. And last month, April, I learned about self-sabotaging that I wrote about, that many of you have seen in my streaming. Let's see if I can erase this. There you go. And then many of you have seen in my streaming where I've written about self-sabotage, how to overcome it, how to identify it. And the goal is really that I'm sharing my own learning, that I self-sabotage myself in both my content creating by taking so many breaks, that'd be 2 or 3 months at a time. And then I also self-sabotaged myself in my writing. And both of them I knew after give or take 6 months of just experimenting with different jobs that those are my callings. But I had to put time and research in to figure out what could I do to start to earn money on this and to get more views. And I started doing research, reading books, all kinds of stuff. And then in April or maybe it's both March and April in 2025, I was writing about self-sabotaging, realizing that yes, I did know my calling and I needed to learn more information. So I even talked at certain points about going back to college, which I am doing still. But then once I got my hands on it and I was coming here regularly 4 to 6 times a day in between late March of 25 and most of April of 25, I then, May 1st, had a concussion. And my concussion doctor told me, well, you need to take some time off work. And I'm like, I've just worked hard to get back to work after all my self-sabotaging. And then now the unexpected happens. So, for those of you who saw my earlier show, I was writing about ongoing trauma, basically what I called the ongoing trauma recovery that's carrying on with the Overcoming PTSD series. Because basically, concussion itself was a setback that had where I was not able to work, but the onset was that it wasn't just a concussion, it was the trauma. I'm an Uber driver in addition to a content creator, podcaster, and writer / author. And when I drive Uber, I usually have a great time and I love networking, talking to people, because here I don't, I love seeing y'all. Here y'all, 10 of y'all people, give me some thumbs up and give me some comments. But it's something different when you actually see people in person and like they share a ride with you and you can actually talk to them. But then it's kind of like you're being paid to have fun in that sense, at least my opinion of Uber driving. And the trauma was that then I had a wreck while Uber driving and it caused my head to jerk that caused a concussion. And that's where I had 2 setbacks. It was both a new trauma related to the Overcoming PTSD series we're working on, and we're in volume 3 now. And then it was a concussion. So I had both a mental health and a neurological health setback. So then you're wondering, well, where does that go from here? Well, that setback was why I was off air from May 1st until today. Hey, Gorilla Tag. Hey, you're my man. First one to say anything. Take care. Good to see you. So, today was my first day back on air. And now I've tried to keep some entertainment going, but I know some of you have unsubscribed when you saw my best friend, my best friend C-Snaps. She may call herself doing some shows on Bible studies, which is a new thing we're doing. She's doing Wednesday Bible studies, but I'm still doing, now that today, which is May 13th, 2025, I'm back to doing my self-sabotaging, but then I realized somewhere in the journey of self-sabotaging, I overcame it during the interruption. So I put a final end to that book. And then I also started um, realizing with the trauma that I had a new series to write. And then I worked with different doctors, and you got banned. Gorilla, be nice. Stay on here. We don't want you banned again. We love having you around. But I realized that the wreck, yes, it caused my concussion, and that's what had me off work all this time and not able to work. But it was also the trauma, and I had to deal with two things. So I went through both neurological care in the 2 weeks between May 1st of when that happened and today. That's when I'm back on May 13th. And then I went through some care with some headache medicines, a couple of ER visits. Anyways, all those had where I was telling me I couldn't work, and I was so distracted, so upset, because I really love seeing you guys. I love what I do. And I see there's two of y'all. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. But the good news is it's May 13th and I'm back. So from here, yes, C-Snaps will be making the Bible studies on Wednesdays, but I will also be returning to she's doing what's called JOMO, or Joy of Missing Out, on Mondays. But I will be back to doing my Monday through Friday writing in the morning, at least when I don't have physical therapy, and dancing to my wins after I write each morning. And that's my 9 to 9:45 writing, at least Central Time in the morning. And then 9:45 to 10:15, I take a few minutes to celebrate the wins. And this is about rewarding ourselves for what we do that's so hard, that we have to reward ourselves for our accomplishments. Whatever it is you want to build a habit doing. And for me, I want to get back on top of my writing. So I want to build a habit of writing and podcasting. So I reward myself with a dancing to my wins. That's the dance music, and we listen and I dance and we all have fun for 5 to 7 minutes, and then we get to the next thing. And after those two shows in the morning, I take a break to do my midday pet sitting. And then in the afternoon, I have 2 to 2:45 writing again, and then 2:45 Central PM to 3:15, I take 5 to 7 minutes to dance to the winds. Before then, there will be either C-Snaps on Monday with the Joy of Missing Out study that's learning how to focus on and find clarity in where you belong and where's your calling in life, and also to de-stress. Then there's the books I'm going through that has to do with not just reducing stress, but also decluttering and finding what really means a lot to you and what you really want in your life. And each book has its own mental health benefit that we're doing. So now that it's May 13th, 2025, and I'm back to work, I've been released to keep doing my podcasting, and I'm feeling good and I'm loving it. For those of you that have been here, a few of you who, there was up to 10 of you at a time, and I know more of you are going to see this later, got a couple thumbs up. But for all of you, whether you're here this moment or you see it later, that's the schedule I'll be doing. So I will be doing the 9 to 9:45 Monday through Friday morning writing, then the 9:45 to 10:15 Central Monday through Friday dance to my wins, and then the 2 to 2:45 writing, and then the 2:45 to 3:15 dance to my wins, and then we'll have one of the book studies for an hour. That's 3:30 to 4:30 Central in the afternoon, each day, Monday through Friday. And we'll be on here doing it with, for those of you who want to join in the study to help improve your mental health, you can either watch it here on YouTube, or you can go to meetup.com and look for Mental Health Mentor. And that's my group where you can actually join me virtually and be a part of the study. It's also where you can get the book and do other things to actually be part of the study. Anyways, but even if you want to watch on YouTube, we welcome you any way you want to be a part of it, as we all want to benefit from these studies, both streaming it for those of you who just want to watch it and making it available for those of you who want to virtually attend. But that's the plan for now, based off of where I've been out of work and I had that concussion and now I'm back. So that's where we're going from here, and we hope you'll enjoy it. And we'll be back on top of all of our games that we were in April and the late part of March of 25. And we'll have these shows going regularly again, but you'll have both C-Snaps with her 2 shows. This might be 3 shows. And then you'll have me with my 4 to 6 shows a day, Monday through Friday, with my occasional dancing and celebrating the weekends in the late night of Friday or Saturday night, just for fun. And sometimes I'll get on here and I'll fill up to get on here to dance and just party to the weekend together with you. But either way, we'll be back on top of it. And thank you so much for supporting us. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And I know some of you have left after C-Snaps came in to fill in while I was gone, so we wouldn't lose our channel. But thank you so much for the rest of you that have held on and stayed strong, and continue to stay strong, continue to watch us, and continue to grow, because we are all in this to grow together. This is all about mental health and growing and improving to find our ways, our callings, our missions, and happiness in life that's right for us, that we were created to do. And, however you believe spiritually, but still, that we were made to do something. There's some reason we were here, and we are trying to work on finding that together. And that's what this is all about, between that and stabilizing our mental health to live the best life possible. And thank you, all of you, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.